Dear one, something is shifting around you right now, and somewhere deep inside you already feel it. This message found you today for a reason, and by the time you finish it, you will understand why your heart has felt so restless lately. Your love is closer than you think. Before we go further, comment "I receive love" below, so I know you are here and open to receive this. The moment you type it, you are telling the universe you are available for what is coming. Go ahead, leave that word now, then come back and keep reading. Dear one, your love can reach you sooner than you expect. Today you will understand exactly how. If you stay with me and really take in what I am about to share, you will feel it confirmed inside you. What happens next depends on one simple thing, something you are fully capable of doing. Your love is closer than it seems, and in the next few days you may start to feel this in small, quiet ways. But before anything shifts on the outside, something needs to shift on the inside first. It is not complicated and it is not out of reach. I am not asking you for anything impossible. I am showing you what is already within your reach, just waiting for your yes. The truth is, the love your heart longs for is also searching for you. But that love cannot arrive while doubt, fear, or insecurity are running the show. It comes closer when your energy feels clear, when your heart is open, and when you live with quiet certainty that this love already belongs to your story. That is what I want to help you do, move out of your head and into the right feeling, so this love can show up in a real and honest way. Dear soul, pause for a moment. Welcome to the Angel's Message for You original channel. Please check the channel name carefully. It's Angel's Message for You. This is our only official channel. Beware of copycat and fake channels. Stay connected to the original source to receive authentic angel messages and true blessings. Before we begin, a heartfelt thank you to dear Adol Mesavasu, Lee, Nina for sowing a seed for Soulmate through your Ko-Fi. Super thanks. May this seed return to you multiplied with soulmate blessings, divine protection, love, well-being, and abundance. May the angels guide and watch over you every step of your journey. Thank you for your beautiful support. Let's know what angels want us to know. Your love is opening up to this closeness, and you need to meet it on the same wavelength so the path can unfold without blocks. What you feel carries real power, and the universe responds the moment it senses you are taking your own intention seriously. So much is already being arranged in your favor. But nothing changes if you simply keep waiting for life to shift on its own. I am not here to hand you a magic formula. I am here to remind you of the strength you already carry, strength that may have gone quiet because of everything you have been through. Here is the good news. There is still time to do things differently. There is still time to line yourself up with this love. It will not show up by accident. It arrives the moment your energy clearly shows you are ready. Being ready does not mean having your whole life figured out. It means being open. It means feeling, deep down, that what is coming deserves to be truly lived. That is why you are hearing this now. An opening is already happening. What was asked for in quiet faith is finding its answer. The way you think about this love changes everything. If you believe it cannot happen, the path closes. But the moment you start picturing it as something already real, doors begin to open. This is not simply positive thinking. It is energy, it is vibration. It is placing your heart where you truly want to be. When you imagine this love as present in your life, the universe understands it is time to move. The waiting is changing. Something is being released. Now all that is left is for you to stand in the place of someone who truly believes this love is possible. Your love has already started feeling something different too. A new openness, a pull toward a clearer path. But that path only completes itself when both of you meet on the same frequency. Simply waiting is not enough. You need to act like someone who already knows what they want. This begins with small but powerful shifts. Thinking differently, speaking differently, carrying yourself with more confidence, letting your heart speak louder than your doubts. I did not come to promise you something out of nowhere. I came to confirm what is already being prepared. But that preparation still needs your part in it. Understanding that this love is not coming to complete you, it is coming to add to who you already are. That is why staying whole, staying aligned, matters so much right now. Everything you long to feel with this love is already being felt somewhere in the field between you. Only one thing is missing: putting yourself in the right position to receive it. You do not need to wait for the universe to do all the work. When you act with real intention, you become part of the process, and that is exactly where the shift begins, not because you force it, but because you allow it. Allowing is far more powerful than chasing. The time to hide is over, and the moment to line your energy up with what you want to live has arrived. What is already in motion is stronger than any doubt, and the connection between you and your soulmate is taking form. But you have to choose whether you will open yourself to it, or keep waiting for something to change without your participation. Everything you feel matters, but now it is time to turn that feeling into direction, into presence, into action. Stay with me through everything ahead, and you will understand how this love can arrive faster than you imagine, because it does not depend on time. It depends on your vibration. That is why I am here, to walk you through it step by step, so you know how to act, what to shift, and how to place yourself on the right frequency to draw this love in. Dear one, you do not need to wait for something far off and out of reach. The love you desire is drawing near in the simplest way possible. But for it to arrive with strength and clarity, understand that nothing happens purely by chance. What changes everything now is knowing how to act with awareness and stand firm in what you want to live from this point forward. There are things you have not noticed yet that are already being arranged behind the scenes. I am not saying this to make you anxious or to have you sit waiting for something magical. I am reminding you that paths open based on how you think and how you carry yourself in relation to this love. What you feel has value, yes, but what you do with that feeling is what truly shapes what happens around you. Your love is moving through a season of openness. That means a space is being created between you, but that space needs to be filled with action, with decision, with the steady posture of someone who knows they deserve to be loved. If you keep telling yourself it is impossible, too hard, or entirely out of your hands, you will keep living that distance for no reason. The truth is, right now, you are capable of so much more. You do not need to change your life or become someone else. You just need to start acting like someone who already understands this love is coming. And that means speaking differently, thinking differently, and sometimes choosing differently. This is not about pretending. It is about aligning, about vibrating with the certainty that what you feel is enough to open the way. When that certainty joins the right attitude, everything begins to move the moment you stop waiting and step into the frequency of someone ready to live fully. This is not about demanding anything from anyone. It is about showing up as someone who is available, who is not afraid to be seen, who does not hide behind old fears. This is not about waiting for one perfect sign or trying to control every detail. The real shift happens inside you, in how you hold what you feel, in the space you give this love in your everyday life. When you place intention even into small, ordinary things, the universe responds with more energy, and everything around you starts moving in the right direction. You may be surprised by how open this love already is to living something with you. But that openness only makes sense once you meet it in the same energy. This does not come from pretending to feel confident. It comes from being honest about what you actually feel, from having the courage to stop running from yourself. Once you embrace this love within you, everything around you starts to cooperate so this meeting can happen in the lightest way possible. You do not need complicated explanations. You only need to accept that your vibration directly shapes what happens around you. There is nothing mysterious about that. It is simply how life responds when someone starts living in line with what they want. If you desire love, carry yourself like someone who desires it, with respect, with attention, with intention. Pause and check in with your emotional state. Have you truly allowed yourself to feel? Or have you guarded yourself so tightly that you did not notice you were blocking the very thing you want most? Your love does not need grand proof. It needs to sense that you are ready to receive. That starts with one simple acknowledgement. What you feel is far too important to keep hiding. Dear one, your love is already in a season of opening, and it has been growing stronger by the day. Something special is happening, a genuine desire to experience a different kind of connection, one that is honest and aligned. And this feeling includes you, even before it has shown itself outwardly. Everything has already begun taking shape from the inside out. What remains is for you to step into the same wavelength with more clarity. This person's heart feels lighter now, ready to build something that truly makes sense. There is no more room for confusion or mixed emotions, only a clear desire to build something solid with someone who shares the same frequency. And if you are hearing this today, it is because you were meant to be part of this path, because the energy you carry has been felt, and it is drawing attention. But for this closeness to unfold with ease, you also need to show that you are open. As your love moves closer, they will look for signs they can trust what they find. That is why your actions from here on matter so much. Showing your openness, even in small, simple ways, is what allows this person to step closer without fear. There is no need for anything dramatic. You do not have to prove yourself. You simply need to show you are willing to walk this path together, that you will not pull back once things start to move. Your love is ready to look beyond the surface, and the connection forming between you depends on how honestly you choose to show up, because this person wants something real, no games, no hidden fears. Every time you settle into this vibration, something shifts between you. The path becomes clearer, more direct. This has nothing to do with control and everything to do with surrender, with letting this closeness happen without emotional walls, without resistance. Your love does not want to meet a wall. They want to meet warmth. They want to feel that taking the next step is worth it, and right now you hold that power in your hands. This person is already sensing a pull, and it is not doubt they feel, it is a growing certainty. That certainty needs room to grow, and that room is created by how you carry yourself. The more ease and conviction you bring, the stronger this connection becomes. You may not know every detail of what is being prepared, but you can trust that something is drawing near. The best thing you can do right now is stay in this state of surrender, truth, and openness. This love only takes shape once there is space on both sides, and your part right now is to hold that space with awareness. This is not the time to lose faith, and it is not the time to close yourself off either. Your love does not want resistance. They want someone willing to walk beside them, someone not stuck on what could have been, but focused on what can still be built starting now. Every choice you make sends a message, even the things you avoid say something. That is why paying attention to your actions matters. Your love picks up on what you are transmitting. Doubt or confusion can slow down something that is already forming. But when what you show is lightness, confidence, and clear intention, this closeness happens far more simply than you imagine. Dear soul, before we continue, I'd like to invite you to do something truly meaningful for your soulmate journey. The bond between soulmates is precious, and at times, it can feel vulnerable to negativity, envy, or the evil eye from the world around us, even when no harm is intended. If your heart is calling you to cover this connection with an extra layer of love, faith, and protection, you can sow your seed for your soulmate through Ko-Fi Super Thanks. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and the pinned comment. This simple act can become a heartfelt expression of your intention, inviting the angels to watch over your soulmate connection, surround it with divine light, and guide it as it continues to grow in the right time and in the right way. Throughout the Bible, we see that giving is more than an offering. It's a beautiful expression of faith, gratitude, and trust in God's plan. As 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7 reminds us, God loves a cheerful giver, and Luke 6 verse 38 teaches that generosity has a way of overflowing back into our lives according to God's wisdom and timing. If you feel led to do so, thank you from the bottom of my heart. May your kindness return to you multiplied, and may your soulmate journey be filled with peace, hope, and divine guidance. Let's continue with the angel message. Your love wants to feel that trusting you is worth it, and that trust is born from how you carry what you feel. When you move with confidence, you send out confidence. When you hesitate too much, you send out doubt. This is the moment to be clear, to show through your actions that you are vibrating on the same frequency. The season of standing still has passed. Now is the time to act with truth. Do not fall into thinking that nothing is happening. Energies are shifting, feelings are growing more intense, and you sit right at the center of it because the choices you make now will shape what happens in the days ahead. Your love is already in motion, but what truly brings you closer is how firmly you surrender to this process, how clearly you hold your feelings. You have every right to want this love, and every right to have it returned. But that only happens once you carry yourself as someone who deserves it, who does not hide, who does not run, who shows up whole with an open heart. That kind of surrender is felt, touches, it reaches, it changes the path of two people being called towards something meaningful. Dear one, what you feel carries far more weight than you realize, and it is not only the feeling that matters, but also the energy you choose to nurture each day. Every thought, every action, every choice sends a message to the universe. When everything lines up, what once felt distant starts drawing closer more quickly, and the love you long to live depends exactly on this. So much begins in the mind before it becomes real. How you see this connection, how you think about this love, and what you believe you deserve to live, these are the very things that shape the path ahead. Your love is in tune with this moment, which means any mismatch between what you feel and what you think can directly affect what is being built. It is natural for insecurity to try to creep in sometimes, but if you let that kind of thought repeat itself, you begin feeding a vibration that closes doors. That is why keeping your mind focused on what you truly want to live matters so much, not to pretend everything is perfect, but to strengthen the intention already living in your heart. You are fully capable of adjusting your own vibration. It does not depend on anyone else. You simply need to notice what you have been feeding inside yourself. Do you see yourself as someone who deserves this love? Are you carrying yourself like someone who truly believes this feeling can be lived? Because that frequency shapes everything from here on. The right vibration begins with a conscious choice. Each time you picture this love as already present, you send a clear message to the universe. I am ready to live this. And that readiness is what starts to speed things up. When you begin thinking and acting as though love is already by your side, something inside you settles, and that inner shift reflects outward. You start moving through your days differently, lighter, steadier, more open. The universe responds to energy, not doubt. So when you vibrate with clarity, intention, and feeling, responses start showing up, people, conversations, situations that appear out of nowhere. And it is not coincidence, it is the direct result of the vibration you chose. Your love is being guided by that same energy, and what connects you both faster is exactly the harmony you choose to cultivate starting now. This is not about forcing positive thoughts. It is about clearing what no longer fits and making space for this love to grow. Sometimes all it takes is to stop feeding fear and start placing more trust in your own actions. It is as though the universe is waiting for a clear sign that you are truly available. And that sign comes from how you carry yourself every day, without needing to prove anything to anyone. Every time you close your eyes and picture this love already at your side, you create a field of energy around you, and that field draws in everything carrying the same frequency. The more you hold onto this inner certainty, the more things begin to flow. It is not magic. It is simply the natural result of someone choosing to live love with maturity, intention, and truth. Now is the moment to make this choice with full awareness, to notice where your resistance sits, and gently release what no longer serves you. You do not need to know every detail of what lies ahead. You only need to know you are on the right path and to keep walking with clarity. Your love will sense this, will feel touched by this energy, and will understand that space is ready for them. If something has not happened yet, it does not mean it is far away. It may simply be a matter of adjusting your frequency. That adjustment happens when you stop constantly asking when, and start affirming within yourself, I am ready. Once that becomes part of who you are, everything begins to shift, and answers arrive with more speed, more ease, more alignment. Dear one, you do not need to wait for some special occasion to start aligning with this love. The right time is not marked on a future date. It begins the moment you decide to live with more intention, and that moment can be now. Everything you need to align is already inside you. What was missing was simply this clarity you are receiving today. Your love is in a state of openness, which means any action you take, however small, can have a real effect. When you act with a calm heart and a mind that feels sure of what it wants, everything begins to gather strength. What is being built here does not depend only on time, it depends on the energy you continue to hold. That is why, if you want this love to draw closer naturally, keeping this alignment alive every day matters. That means not getting swept up in thoughts that pull you away from what you want, and not feeding doubts that steal your focus from what truly matters. The connection with your love can grow a great deal from here if you begin acting like someone who knows they deserve this feeling, and acting this way is not about building expectations. It is about maintaining a vibration that matches what you want to live, a match that forms through simple actions, caring for your thoughts, keeping your heart open, carrying yourself like someone ready to experience this connection. Do not wait until you feel completely prepared. No great shift needs everything to be perfect first. It begins right in the middle of the life you are already living, exactly as you are now. Your love will feel this call, because the alignment becomes clearer. So much starts to shift the moment you change how you think. If before you believed it was too hard, too far away, or too dependent on something outside yourself, now is the time to change that story. Start thinking like someone already part of this journey, someone already being seen, felt, and considered. This shift in thinking changes your energy, and when your energy changes, everything around you changes too. What you need now is consistency, and that consistency does not have to feel heavy. It only needs to stay firm in what you feel and faithful to what you desire. If you want to live this love, show the universe through your daily choices. Do not hide behind fear. Do not sabotage yourself with doubtful thoughts. Keep your focus on what is being built. And remember, your love is participating in this too. When two energies align around the same intention, the path between them forms more easily, and you are already walking that path. Now you simply need to keep going with more confidence, more openness, more decision, because this energy will reach your love. It will touch their heart, and it will spark a response that may come sooner than you imagine. You do not need to wait for something to happen before you act differently. It is your shift now that sparks the responses to come. So pause for a moment and notice you are being called to step into this love, to carry yourself as someone truly ready. And if you accept that call, everything can change in a short amount of time. Your love is already in motion, and that motion gains strength every time you choose to nourish the right vibration. Closeness does not come through pressure. It comes through alignment. And your role in all of this is to keep that alignment alive, to make it a daily choice, and to show through your actions that this feeling is not standing still, it is being lived with truth. Dear soul, if you truly feel that your soulmate is longing for you, remember that this journey is not only about waiting for them, it is also about preparing your heart for the love you have been praying for. Sometimes God asks us to release old pain, fear, disappointment, and doubt so we can recognize and receive the love He is preparing. If your heart feels led, you can sow a seed through Ko-Fi Super Thanks as a personal expression of faith and intention for your soulmate journey. You'll find the Ko-Fi link in the video description and pinned comment. Let this seed represent a simple prayer. God, prepare my heart, guide my soulmate, and bring our paths together in your perfect timing. May your heart become peaceful, your faith become stronger, and may the love meant for you find its way to you in the right time and in the right way. Let's continue with Angel's message. Dear one, there is a real difference between wishing for something and living as though it is already present in your life. And when it comes to this love you long for so deeply, thinking as though you are already beside them is one of the most powerful ways to nourish this connection. This is not invention or exaggeration. It is a conscious choice of thought that draws you closer to what you desire, a way of affirming day after day that this love has a place in your world. When you begin picturing this person woven into your routine, your decisions, the small moments of everyday life, something inside you shifts. It is not a change you can see right away, but it spreads through the way you act, speak, and carry yourself. You begin behaving like someone already living that reality, and that kind of behavior holds far more power than any expectation ever could. Your love picks up on these vibrations, even without direct contact. When you hold on to this kind of thinking, you help strengthen the harmony between you, creating a field where the two of you begin to meet in thought, in desire, in frequency, and this kind of alignment makes paths cross more naturally. It is easy to fall into the trap of believing you can only have faith once everything is confirmed. But the secret is believing first, feeling first, thinking first, as though you are already living it. That is exactly what shapes the energetic structure of what is about to arrive. When you nourish this kind of thought, you hold open the space this love needs to enter. You show that you are ready. There is already movement happening, even if you cannot see every detail yet. What brings you even closer is precisely this frequency of thought, one aligned with the experience you want to live. Instead of asking, will this happen? Start asking, what will it feel like once we are together? And that shift changes everything. This kind of thinking creates good feelings, and when your heart vibrates good things, the universe understands it can act, not because you are demanding something, but because you are available. You do not need outside confirmation to live through this kind of preparation. The confirmation that matters most is internal, the one you feel when you close your eyes and picture this love as part of your life. When you imagine yourself happy with this person, when you speak to them in your thoughts, when you weave this energy into your day, what you are creating is more than imagination, it is connection, and this connection carries real effects. Keeps you tuned into what is light, what is possible, what is already being built. The universe responds with more clarity when you act like someone who knows exactly what they want. And acting includes thinking, includes imagining with care, includes holding the image of what you desire in your heart without anxiety. If you spend the next few days tending to this kind of thought, you will notice your actions shift, and with them, the responses shift too. You can start right now without waiting for anything specific. Simply choose to think as though this love is already part of your reality, as though this person is already drawing near, as though everything is already in motion. And from there, watch what begins to change. Dear one, nothing true is ever built from just one side. If this love has touched you this deeply, it is because a connection is being nurtured on both sides. What you long for is also being longed for. Your soulmate is vibrating on the same frequency, even if it has not been spoken aloud yet. And this shared rhythm is what makes this meeting more and more possible. Right now, understand that you are not walking this alone. What you feel is being felt back. The desire to live this love is not coming only from your side. Your soulmate is growing more and more connected to this possibility. This means that even in silence, even at a distance, a real connection is being nurtured with intention from both directions. You may be waiting for some outward sign to believe this, but it is already happening within the energy between you. And when two people begin to vibrate on the same frequency, the universe does not take long to respond. That is why everything feels more sensitive, more intense right now, creating fertile ground for something to take real shape. This person has been thinking of you more often lately, not as a passing memory, but as someone who can truly become part of the present. And this has stirred up new feelings, real decisions, attitudes that once felt distant. Your soulmate senses their heart asking for something clearer, more present, more real, and they are opening themselves up to that. This openness is happening because this love makes sense, and when a feeling starts making sense on both sides, it finds the space to happen. Everything that once felt unclear begins to fall into place, and this happens because you are both vibrating the same desire. When there is harmony in wanting, distance shrinks, and the signs begin to intensify. Small coincidences increase, opportunities start to appear. In the coming days, you may notice small shifts in how you feel, more calm, more confidence, even more clarity in your decisions. This reflects the energy being exchanged between you. Your soulmate is opening up to take firmer steps, and this movement is directly shaped by what you also choose to nurture within yourself. The more you stay in this energy of trust, the easier it becomes for this person to draw near. This love does not need to rush, but it does need truth. And when truth is felt on both sides, the universe cooperates. Everything begins to flow with more ease. Barriers lose their grip. The path opens. Do not doubt the power you hold in this connection. Your energy is being noticed. Your love is feeling the pull, being drawn closer by something they also long to live. What was once only desire is now intention. What was once only a thought is now becoming a wish to approach through action. And when two hearts choose to meet, nothing can truly stand in the way. What is meant to happen happens, as long as there is truth in your actions and firmness in your intention. Dear one, you have been preparing yourself without even realizing it, and now that you are more aware, you can see just how far you have already come on this path. Even through doubts in the past, even without knowing exactly what would happen, you kept moving forward. And it is precisely that steadiness, even on the hardest days, that has brought you to this point. Everything is clearer now. This love is drawing closer, and everything built so far will start to make sense in the days ahead. When you look at what you feel without fear, things begin to fall into place. The noise in your mind gives way to trust, anxiety loosens its grip, and you begin to realize that not everything has to happen all at once. In the days ahead, the universe will start showing you that things are moving forward, maybe through small confirmations, maybe through clear signs, maybe through action from your soulmate. What matters is paying attention to what you feel, because your intuition is what will guide you, and it is already connected to the energy of this love making its way to you. This connection does not need to follow anyone else's pattern. What you are building is unique, so try not to compare it to other people's stories, and do not let opinions that cannot see the depth of this feeling shape how you view it. You know what is happening, you feel that this love has purpose. So keep trusting what is already confirming itself inside you. Try to avoid feeding thoughts that weaken the energy between you. Overthinking what could go wrong will not help right now. What strengthens this bond is the lightness with which you choose to move forward, how you care for yourself, respect yourself, and believe in the chance to live something real. That kind of posture creates a clear vibration that reaches your soulmate with ease. If this person feels you more intensely lately, it is because your energy has become clear, open, inviting without demanding, showing without pressuring, and that is exactly what draws you closer naturally. Your love senses they can trust you, that they can approach calmly without fear of being overwhelmed or misunderstood. With every passing day, this feeling grows stronger on both sides. And it is worth knowing this because so many people start doubting right at the very end. Right when something powerful is close to happening, they begin questioning whether they deserve it, whether it is possible, whether they are ready. But you do not need to doubt anymore. You have been preparing yourself little by little, and now it is time to receive what you have been building with such care. This person feels your presence more strongly now. They sense your love approaching and are beginning to understand that the right time may finally be here. The desire to grow closer is rising, courage is waking up inside them, and you play a real part in that. Your steadiness has created a safe space. Your calm has shown that this feeling can grow with stability. This story is finding its way, and it does not matter how it started. What matters is how it continues from here. When you sustain this kind of energy, nothing can truly interfere, because anything rooted in truth stands on strong ground. If doubt creeps in, look back at everything you have already overcome. Notice how much you have learned, how much you have grown, and understand that none of it happened by chance. Everything led you here, so that you would be ready when this love finally arrived. And now is the time to live with more lightness, more clarity, more trust, because it is close, much closer than you can imagine. Your love is being drawn to you by something they feel too, and that is powerful because when both people choose to walk in the same direction, nothing can stand in the way. The universe cooperates, life falls into place, and paths cross. All you need to do is keep your energy aligned, your thoughts clear, and your trust steady in what is coming. Dear one, you have come this far because this feeling is stronger than any doubt. You have listened closely to every word here because somewhere deep inside, there is a certainty that this love is possible. And I need to say this with complete clarity. It is closer than you imagine. The paths are already being drawn. Time is adjusting itself, and the energy that unites you is stronger than it has ever been. Everything that once felt distant is beginning to move, and it is not by chance, it is because you chose to believe. You chose to take a stand, and you are placing real intention behind what you want to live. From this point on, the universe understands the direction, lining up situations, shifting details that once felt stuck, creating openings, bringing closer what truly makes sense. And once that begins, no barrier can hold its ground for long. That is why you cannot lose yourself now. This is the moment to stay steady, even when the signs are not perfectly clear, even when answers seem to be taking their time. Time sometimes tests your patience, but it never cancels what is truly being prepared. What holds real connection does not fall apart. What carries purpose does not get lost. And you already know this connection is not ordinary. This kind of connection does not need loud proof to make sense. It only asks that the heart stay open, that both of you keep vibrating in truth, and that is exactly what is happening. You do not need to prove anything. You only need to keep holding what you have already begun to build. If you stay steady in the energy you are holding, you will start to notice real changes. More calm in your days, more clarity in your choices, more harmony in your thoughts. This is the result of a strong, steady vibration lined up with everything you want to live. And when that vibration stays steady, it draws in exactly what is ready to arrive. The choices you make now have a direct effect on this closeness, so keep making decisions that reflect what you want to build. Speak with honesty, act with intention, feel with truth. Your soulmate hears you even without words, feels your energy even without being by your side, and is drawing closer, little by little, more and more. This person is drawing closer not because you forced it, but because you allowed it, because you prepared the ground, because you believed, because you understood that love is also a choice and you chose this path. So keep going, keep caring for your energy, keep believing in the signs, keep building within yourself what you want to live with this person. This love is being guided. It is being protected. And in the coming days, you may be surprised by what unfolds. Maybe a message, maybe an unexpected action, maybe a clear movement from your soulmate. What matters is that it will feel natural, because everything true happens without forcing. It happens because it has to happen. Trust everything shared here. These words came to you to prepare you for something special. You are not hearing this by accident. There is a purpose, there is a right time, and that time is drawing near. Now that you know what to do, now that you understand what is at stake, only one thing remains: keep vibrating with truth. And if you do that, if you stay steady, your love will reach you at the exact right moment. And when that moment comes, everything will make sense. You will remember every word you heard today. You will understand why you had to go through everything you did, and you will feel grateful that you never gave up on believing. Get ready. Stay open, because something important is on its way, and it will confirm everything shared here today. Whenever you need this reminder, know that this same gentle guidance will keep meeting you again and again, pointing you back to your own light, your own peace, and your own worth. I am grateful for every soul who takes the time to sit with these words, who opens their heart and allows this quiet connection to bring us closer, day by day. To everyone here, thank you. You are an important part of this journey of light we share, the very essence that keeps this space warm and nourishes the simple mission of bringing love, hope, and comfort to every soul who is searching for it. May you carry peace, courage, and clarity to meet whatever comes your way. Know that you are never truly alone. You are surrounded by strength and by love, enough to help you stay steady, confident, and full of light. May peace and gentle blessings stay with you today and always, carried with so much love. If these words spoke to you, drop a comment below with the word you feel in your heart right now, and let this be one more sign that you were exactly meant to receive this message today. Dear beautiful soul, this angel's message for you channel is a sacred spiritual home, created for faith, healing, and divine guidance. a place where hearts awaken and lives are gently transformed through divine messages. We warmly invite you to subscribe and stay connected, because the divine is always preparing something greater for your journey, something you are meant to receive in divine timing. If you feel moved to support this mission, you can sow your seed here for your soulmate blessings and divine love fulfillment. Your contribution is not just support. It is an energetic agreement with love, healing, and divine alignment in your own life. When you give with intention, it opens doors. Love flows more freely, happiness expands, and abundance multiplies in unexpected ways. Many believe that giving in faith activates a return of peace, joy, and emotional fulfillment in relationships and life. Whether it is $11, $22, $33, or $55, your generosity helps us continue spreading these divine messages of hope, healing, and soulmate guidance across the world. Every seed sown into this mission helps hearts heal, faith return, and souls reconnect with love. This is more than a channel. It is a movement of light, unity, and divine timing. Your support allows this sacred work to grow, touching lives that are searching for answers, comfort, and spiritual direction. We are all connected in this journey, and together we rise as one community under divine love. Let us open our hearts to the abundance that is already on its way. Amen.